Good morning, good morning. It's Kate Bolt, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK for some live paper crafting this Tuesday morning for coffee and cards. We're a bit high. Ooh, hang on, let me move my camera a little bit. That's a bit better, isn't it? There we go. How is everyone? I'll just wait a minute and see if anybody pops on to join us live today. That's a bit better. There we go. Is that better? I can see somebody's popping on. There's a few of you. Let me just grab my laptop and I can check that I'm live in the right place. Good morning, Lucy. How are you? I hope you're very well. Let's have a look. I'll just check I'm live on my page and not on my personal profile because not everybody wants to stamp. I don't know why. Surely everybody wants to stamp. Yay, here I am, I can see. How are you, Lucy? Are you well? Oh, I'm glad. I've got my coffee with my puffins on today. My lippy marks. Do you have a drink? I hope you've got one. Hi, Catherine. I've got my coffee for coffee and cards. And all is well in the world. So, the sun is not shining, but it's not bad outside, so we can't complain. It's certainly not raining, so that's a good thing. Cheers. Thank you, Lucy. This was a gift from my, funnily enough, to do with Stampin' Up. It was a gift from my lovely upline. Let's have a look. So it's got puffins all the way around here, and then right at the end at the back there's this cute tiny little puffin. Some time ago this was gifted to me by my upline because I moderate in her Facebook groups and she likes to spoil us for helping her out. So it's a lovely thing. Oh, lovely to meet you, Catherine. I'm glad you're here. And it's nice to be here. I really missed going live on Friday. Morning, Zaina. There's just no way I could have fitted in. I was out for the entire day. I managed to get out and see my daughter. And yeah, it was just family life just took over. And it sometimes, unfortunately, happens. But it was lovely. It was just lovely to spend the day with her. And oh, those party puffins. Honestly, why didn't I make the link? Party puffins. Oh, I love those puffins. I don't have them yet. I'm feeling like I should. I have the new catalogue here. Shall I see what page the puffins are on? Let's have a look. Love those puffins. Hi, Helen. Sometimes life takes over, and you know, I love being here, but sometimes family first, family before work. Although it never feels like work. So are they party puffins? Page 67. Let's have a look. Here they are. How adorable are these? I've seen so many projects made with them. There's a card here. I have seen a lot of projects made with them. Let me see if Facebook have messed this up again. They have, yeah, I don't know if I can flip it. Ha! Yeah, I read about this on our tech group. Facebook are constantly messing about with the settings. Yeah, I can't flip it. And I was warned about that. So it's an update they've done. There's an awful lot of updates they're doing to try and improve things, but unfortunately it hides things and you can't find them. And so the flip mirror thing has disappeared. Yeah, that's not on there anymore. It was very simple to do, but never mind. Good morning, Jen. I'm just showing off these party puffins. I'm not using them today, but Lucy reminded me because I have my puffin cup out. I love it too. I love it. Maybe I should get it. The other thing that I really like are the dies. See these dies here? They are called the Picture This dies. And they come with, so they're dies and they cut out all these circles and you can have peekaboo cards. But there's also, it's a double set. There's one with squares and one with circles. And I think it would be great. But yeah, I love those puffins. I think they might be going on the list, you know. Oh, I've got so much on my list. I love it. So our new annual catalogue. Yes. Sorry.
I've got to grab few more bits.
That's fine, you go for it. We're still having our kitchen fitted and it's coming along a treat. So that was just our kitchen fitter checking in about something. He's off to get some more parts for the plumbing, so that's fine. It's all going on in our house. So my new annual catalogues, they've all been sent out. So if you haven't got one and you want one, you have to just let me know and I'll put one in the post to you. I sent out some nice little packs inside. So I put a little letter in there. I put some information about the new joining offer, which I'll tell you about later. It's absolutely lovely. The joining offer, it's just fabulous this month. I've already had people take advantage of it, so my team is growing. I love that. So what's in my catalogue packs? A letter, the joining offer, a shopping list. Everyone needs a shopping list. Some information, more information about, I think there's some more information about the extra hostess rewards we're getting this month, which is a really good deal. But the best deal is the joining offer, and a little bookmark I've made with all the little in colours. I stamped it and put all the new in colours on there. So that's in my catalogue pack. Anybody wants one, just let me know. I'm sending out some more this afternoon when I get to the post office. So I have been sending out lots of those. In colour card. Yeah, in colour card. Yeah, it's fun. It's lots of fun. Lots of kitchen excitement. So what's left on our kitchen? So we're on week 4 of our kitchen refit. And what is left? So everything's put in cabinet wise. All the appliances are in, the dishwasher, the 2 new ovens, the fan, etc. Everything's in. So we got templated for the quartz work surfaces last Friday, and they take 5 to 10 working days to be made, to fit. So we're waiting on those, and in the meantime all the spotlights and the electrics have been put in, and all the lights under the cupboards are working. So yeah, so that's done. So this couple of days now our kitchen fit is just plumbing in the dishwasher and doing all those kind of plumbing jobs and finishing off all the electric things. And then he's going to move out, I think Wednesday night. Tomorrow night he finishes, and then the flooring men are in Thursday and Friday hopefully. And then as soon as those work surfaces have gone in, or before that with a bit of luck, the painting will start. Once the painting's done, we just wait for the work surfaces and we're done. So it's very soon. Oh, you rush in from the garden and you timed it perfectly because it just started raining. It does look like it's about to pour down here as well, Jen. I suppose we're only about half an hour from you, 20 minutes away from you. So I'm very excited about my kitchen, as you can imagine. Good morning, Doreen. It's lovely to see you all with me today. I love that. We're going to have a bit more fun crafting. So I think I've gone through all the chat about the catalogue and things like that. And I've got my coffee. And we're going to do some fun crafting in a minute. So I do apologise if I do get interrupted during these couple of lives, these few weeks, because, you know, the fitter needs to come and go sometimes. And my son was just like... And the thing is, when you're mum and you're home and everyone else is home, they think you're on tap 24/7, don't they? So it's nice to be wanted. It is nice. Right, I'm going to have a drink and then we'll get crafting. Oh no, you just put your sheets on the washing line. You don't want them getting wet. Run out, quick, run and get them off the line. Although if they're wet, does it really matter? Okay, I'm going to try and turn you round. Oh, one more thing. So Facebook are doing a lot of updates. Not all of them are helpful. People are having a lot of difficulties with their lives. I'm not sure quite what's going on. Some of the updates are great. Some of them are challenging. I don't seem to have too many issues, but now we've lost the flip. I think I can change that in settings somewhere. However, I had already made the decision quite a few weeks ago that I was going to move my Facebook Friday lives to YouTube. And gradually probably move over to YouTube Live. So it's not like it's pre-recorded. I'll still be there live. It'll be exactly the same. It's just on YouTube. And the reason for that is that hopefully I'll get a bigger reach. And hopefully I'll get a bit more notice people, because the whole point of YouTube is a video platform, isn't it? And so that I want to spread my reach. and get to more people. And so that's the idea, because if you click the little bell, if you subscribe to a channel and you click the little bell, you get notification of when they go live. So that is a feature on Facebook, but you have to find it. So you won't necessarily know when I go live. It won't necessarily, tell you. So, hopefully it will help me a little bit. So I hope you'll run with it. If you're one of the people who watch my Friday lives, I hope you don't mind and you might run with it or give it a go. And we'll see. But I'm going to... Oh, Zaina, it's very easy to go and find me on YouTube. I'll put it all up on Facebook for you. So absolutely, I'll give you links to find me there. And I'll stay here for Tuesday Coffee and Cards for a few weeks at least and see how we're getting on. But Friday lives are going to be on YouTube. I've never done streamed on a YouTube live, so it could be very interesting, and wish me luck. Zaina, you might have clicked to notify when, because you can click to notify when someone goes live, so that's great that you do that. But it happens a lot less with Facebook than it does with YouTube. Yay! But I'll still be here. Everything else will still be on Facebook. It's just that Friday live in the evening. So fingers crossed it works this week. Click the bell. Yes. Right, I'm going to turn us around. So wish me luck. Oh, I'll have to practice on YouTube first, won't I? Right, here we go. I'm going to turn us around, so please bear with me. Take us out of here. It's going to be exciting. I love something new. I love trying a new platform, trying something out. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. Lots of my crafty friends are also doing it over on YouTube, so I feel kind of a bit left behind, but didn't think really it mattered, but actually I think it's going to help. So here we are. I think I managed that not terribly. Oh, Zaina, you're so lovely. Thank you. Where do you live? I love to know where people are. You might have already told me. I'm rubbish at remembering everything. That's the only thing. Right, here we go. Am I responsible for your mess? If that's all I'm responsible for, I'll take it. Norwich, brilliant. Are you a demonstrator, Zaina? Are you a demonstrator already? Hey, Wendy, how are you? Are you all right? Wendy's a lovely Stampin' Up demo. Jennifer is in my team and Lucy's in my team. No, you're not a demo. You're a crafter. You love the crafting. Right, here we go. So, coffee and cards. I take the lid off my box. I prepare it all because I do the kits to send out. So, I've got it all ready. It's not a mess though, is it, guys? It's creativity. Oh, you had your jab and you're over it. That's good, Wendy. I'm pleased. Very pleased. Ah. Hi, Linda. Good morning. I had my jab on Saturday and I was so pleased that I had no reaction to it. I felt a bit tired on the Sunday, but that was it. That was literally it. Whereas the first jab, I was quite poorly for about 4 days. Really not very well. This time, it was fabulous. I'm so pleased. You live in a little flat and it's a mess. Oh, well, if it's your mess, it's not a mess. You've got half the dining room. Brilliant. Is it pouring? It's not raining this side of Aylesbury yet, Helen. You can keep it your side. Oh, were you better as well, Lucy, than the first jab? That's good. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Okay, this week. Oh, hang on. I've got a dark sky notification. It's a weather app and it tells me when it's going to rain. It says drizzle starting in Aylesbury. Better than getting COVID. Oh, good grief. That's a long time. Is it raining yet? It's not raining here yet. Carol. Or maybe it is. I just can't see it out of my window. Right, we're playing with sunflowers. So we are hoping for sunshine, celebrate sunflowers, sunshiny weather vibes. So hopefully the rain will go away. So we've got the stamps and we've got the dies. Oh, Zaina, that's hard. I hope you get your jab soon. I hope you get it when it's safe. I'm really, really grateful that I've got my jab and had it. So these are the dies that go with the sunflowers. This one is stunning. It's my favourite one. And this one cuts out the big flower here. And then this one cuts one out independently, but it actually absolutely matches this stamp. So you can cut that out if you really wanted to. That'd be odd. So that goes on there. This one cuts out this one. And then you've got the leaves. Hang on, let me show you all of the things. They cut out all of the things like this. And then we have a centre. So you can make a centre for your sunflower. Yeah, when you're well enough, definitely. And then we've got these sprigs, which are very handy dies. And we've got a nice kind of leafy, embossed and leafy one. Looks like we're all getting covered slowly. We're all going to be vaccinated. This is great news, isn't it? Yes. I'm so looking forward to getting back to an in-person class. Okay, so those are the dies and those are the stamps. And this week it's all about backgrounds and patterns and showing you what you can do. Simple one layer card, but simple doesn't have to mean boring. It can be fun. So if you subscribe to my class kit in the post, you'll have all of these bits in your kit. And if you didn't, you can easily do it if you've got the bundle. And if you haven't got the bundle, use something similar. If you have a flower die, use that. Okay, so you can definitely do this with different stamps and dies. It's very simple. Hang on. I didn't put my piece of paper in, did I? Oh, I missed a bit on mine. I think I just missed a piece. Let's have a look. What have I done with it? Maybe it's in the box. No, I just didn't put it in. I think I didn't put it in. Sorry, Alfie. The dog is sitting under my feet. Right, picked out the papers that I've used. So for this, I've used some designer series paper. And that one has sunflowers on it. This is from the Flowers for All Seasons pack. But you can use any pattern paper, excuse me, that you've got. I use the Bumblebee cardstock. I think it's Bumblebee or Daffodil Delight. And they're very similar. And then I've used some of the designer series papers. Now you can pick any if you like. These are obviously just retired, but because I designed the class in April and sent it out, I was using what was current. But any papers you've got that match the card that you're making. So this one would go really well. If you've got any current ones that you want to use instead, just use what you've got. So this is a sunflower piece. I think I sent you ones with yellow roses on. I'm not sure. Maybe one of you that's got the kit could tell me. And there was a reason why I sent you the rosy one rather than the sunflower one. Because I've run out of the rosy one, which is why I use sunflowers. But when I put the roses behind it, you need to finish last week's. That's all right. I just found that the roses gave such a nice background. But typical because I haven't got, yellow roses. That's what I really liked. Thanks, Joe. Thank you. I really liked it better than the sunflowers behind it. I just thought it was just a nice pattern. But now I don't have it to compare. I'm loving this, so I don't think it really matters. So let's put that to the side. The idea is use a piece of pattern paper that coordinates with your colour choice. and pop it behind a die cut to make it pop. So I've got a scrap here. You don't need a whole piece. So let's start at the very beginning. My card base is an A4 piece of card scored in half at 10.5 centimetres and cut in half at 14.9 centimetres, like that. All right. And then I have got a layer. Now I've made this layer a whole centimetre smaller. I wanted a big wide margin. Now normally my first layer is 0.5 centimetre, but I went 1 centimetre this time. I just like the way it popped. And all I'm going to do is put that on there. So when I made this layer, I cut the layer out of basic white cardstock, and then I centered my die on it and I ran it through the Big Shot, and I just kept both pieces. Now I've got to put this in so you can see how it fits. You'll be able to find which way around yours fits. And so it fits back in exactly. And we're going to put this on here. And we're going to pop our pattern paper behind it like that, just a panel. So you only need a scrap of it, really. So take this one off, pop that one here, and I am going to, is this piece big enough? Not quite. It's a little bit shy. Let's grab a bit that's a bit flatter. There's loads of different ones, but I think I'll go for those. Right, I've got a whole piece. I'm just going to cut it up. Grab my scissors. So I'm just going to cut it to fit. Just going to go by eye. You can use your trimmer. You can measure it. So that one is about 9.5 centimetres. Let's just cut it down. You don't have to be accurate. You're not going to see the edges. So I made it almost square, 9.5 by 9. Do it just that it fits. But there you go. So you can see that it's going to go like that. Okay, so I'm going to glue that on already. Now, I want it to stick onto here, so I'm going to stick. Does it cover it completely? Not quite. So I'm just going to go around the edge of my sunflower with my glue. And I'm using Tombow because I can then move it a little bit before it dries completely hard. But it does give it a little bit of wriggle room. It doesn't matter if you have a bit outside the edges because you're going to stick it onto the front of your card anyway. So like I've got some out the sides, don't worry. Doesn't matter. So it's there like that. And then I'm going to put some more on anyway. And I'm going to stick it to the front of my card. I haven't stamped on it yet. I'm going to be stamping on the front of this piece. So if you're worried about your stamping, maybe stamp on a separate piece and pop it on, or stamp it before you stick it down. Got a bit of glue there. A bit of glue escaped. And a bit there. Honestly, where does it come from? I don't know. I didn't even have any on my fingers. Get my trusty old glue rubber. There we are. It's gone. You'd never know. You would never know. Okay. So I've sent the dies to you if you've subscribed. There's lots of these little holes and some of them might want popping out, but you can leave some in or pop them all out, however you want it to be. I've got some of them that have fallen out. I'm not going to go around and poke them all out because I quite like the effect of some in and some out. Okay, and then I'm just going to stick this in, but I just need to line it up with whichever way it goes, and I can't remember. Let's have a look.
I want it to go that way, but it's not feeling it. I think I'm just going to have to keep moving it. There. So there's one here that kind of sticks out. So the way I've cut it on mine is that it's here. So you just need to line it up and see where it goes. Like that. Now I'm going to put some glue around the centre and glue it down. So you've kind of made your own fake background that pops through the die cut. I just glued it in the middle. You can glue the edges if you want to. But I think that's really quite effective, just like that. Just a really simple way of doing it. Okay, now this one I made earlier, like my Blue Peter style. And I put thanks a bunch, just to change it up a little bit. I've got Let's Celebrate You. And I do believe this is Bumblebee and this is Daffodil. I think I might have done two different yellows, but I've got the Daffodil out, so that's what I'm going to use. I don't think it matters. Here we go. So I'm going to... Oh, I love how you're all chatting. Oh, Hilary, that's a great excuse. How lovely. Do you all feel all pampered and lovely? Oh, I'm so glad you're here. So I'm going to stamp Let's Celebrate You on the front, and then it could be a birthday card. Did you get your catalogue, Hilary? Oh, look, it's stamped wonderfully. I love it when a plan comes together. Right, so let's pop that one there. And then we need to stamp on the inside, I think. Oh, I didn't do much stamping on the inside. I think I was leaving this one, because it's kind of thanks a bunch. I was leaving it with just a sunflower in. So I think we'll do the same. Because then I can grab a different stamp another time when I want to use it. I'll probably use a happy birthday to send that one. I'll grab a scrap. Actually, I'll use this grid paper. I haven't messed any up for ages. I feel like messing some up. Let's have a look. Honestly, I'm raving mad sometimes. Grab the big one. I didn't get that one out. Hi, Samantha. Lovely of you to join me today. Right, I'm just stamping. Oh, time is always an issue with crafting, isn't it? Just depends. Sometimes you can sneak a little bit in now and again if you've got the mojo. That's what I like to do. Right, so I am going to stamp off the top of my card and make a great big sunflower stamp on my grid paper. Such a handy thing to have. And all I'm going to do is stamp one up there. So this is kind of just two colours. Monochrome. It's just yellow and white. There we are. And that's going to go in here. Oh, goodness. That's my home phone call ringing. Nobody ever rings that unless it's important, which is a bit of a concern. It'll have to wait. Do you have a landline? We have a landline, but as I say, nobody ever rings it because everyone uses mobiles these days, don't they? And it just gives me a jump whenever it rings because I don't expect it to ring. Right, okay, so that's our first card completed. You could put some bling on it if you wanted to, or you can just leave it like that. I don't have any Wink of Stella open, I don't think, at the moment, but that would look really nice on here. Let me see if there's any hanging around. Oh yes, I've got one here. So I have a little bit of Wink of Stella on the middle. Do you all know what it is? Because I don't think you can see it in this light. It's a little tiny kind of shimmery water well, it's not water, it's actually it's like a kind of a glycerin type fluid, and it comes out of this little paintbrush, and it's in the chamber, and it gives a shimmer. It's not glitter, it gives a shimmer, and it can make your projects really pretty without them being all too glittery or anything. It's just a sheen. Can you see it? Not sure you can see that, but it does look lovely in real life. Can you see that? Oh, maybe you can now. Might be cold callers, but I tend to get them a lot on my... I do sometimes get it on my home phone. I do tend to get a lot of those on my mobile, unfortunately. Okay, so that's our first card. A little bit of pattern background using a bit of designer series paper. So it gives this like lovely yellow effect of the sunflower, but you can't really tell. A few gems of seeds, that would be lovely, wouldn't it? Definitely. You can't really tell what flowers they are. The point is just that it's yellow, so you could use any flower behind there. Okay, and then our second card today. Let's open it up. Let's have a look. Oh, I got a flower middle there. I'm not sure if that was meant to be there. So let's have a looky look. Okay. I have Old Olive this time. I love this combination of Daffodil Delight and Old Olive. I've got some of the sprigs in the same colour cardstock. I've got 2 of the double sprigs from the die set. And I have got a single sprig. So I've got some of our... This is carried over. This is some of our faux suede ribbon in Early Espresso. It's beautiful. It's really nice and very soft. Yeah, I'm always blocking things on my mobile that are always a bit odd. So I've got 2 pieces of basic white, and I do believe one is for the front and one is for the inside. So they're both the same size. So if you have the pack, it doesn't matter which one you use on which because they're both the same. And then you will have a label, and this is from the Stitch So Sweetly dies, I believe, which are my favourite. I love the Stitch So Sweetly dies. That and the labels, the In Good Taste labels, they are fabulous. So this is the card we're making. And it's a very simple card. And we've kind of made our own background paper pattern here. So if you don't have this sunflower set, use what you have. Any kind of flowers and leaves, you can make your own designer series paper background. And then you can stamp and die cut your flower and leaves, or if you've got the set or any one that you have, or you can fussy cut it out. Either way, it will work. Do love these sunflowers though. Right, so we're going to do the front first, and I've brought in the stamps that I've used and the leaves, the flowers and the leaves, and I'm going back to Daffodil Delight and Old Olive. Right, here we go. Are you? Oh yes, of course, you're homeschooling. Thanks for joining us, Lucy. You take care. So a bit of random stamping. Now, if you don't want I'll show you a trick afterwards, which you probably know. If you don't want your flower and leaves to be all yellow, you can have them separate colours just by using the pens to colour it in a different colour. Yeah, some random stamping like that. And then we'll bring in the Old Olive. Oh my word, the heavens have opened. It's absolutely throwing it down with rain. So these are a double leaf, and so they stamp double. But if you were to stamp this onto a piece of card like that and use the die that comes with it, it's one die, it will cut 2 leaves out for you, which is very handy. It makes quick work. Your next speaker is ready. That sounds exciting. Oh, thank you for joining us, Sam. You take care. Enjoy your training today. It sounds interesting. It is chucking it down, isn't it, Carol? What a horrible weather. So make your patterned background with your pretty stamps. Very simple. Contrasting colours. I might just put the whole of a stamp there. Like that. That's it. Oh, I'm making a bit of a mess everywhere. Thank you, Sam. Take care. So let's have a look. Right, we have got the label, which I'm going to pop on, I think, next after the ribbon. So let's grab my ribbon. So you will have one long length. I think I cut mine up when I was doing it to measure exactly how much we needed. Grab some washi tape. That's how I like to do it. Honestly, it's like rain you see on the films. Sorry if it's gone a bit dark. I have got my light on, but it does. It looks like movie rain. So decide where you want, honestly, it's throwing it down. Decide where you want everything to go, because we're going to have a flower up here. So I think I'm going to bring it down there. And I am going to stick it on. I don't really need it that much. There we are. So we've got that one on there. Make sure it's straight. Like that. And then I'm going to stamp my label die cut. And I think I used early espresso, so let's grab that one out. I forgot about that one. Okay, and I have got that stamp out, and it fits beautifully on this die cut. Congratulations on reaching a whole new level of wonderful. I really like it. Let's hope it stamps nicely. Now I've cut it out ready. So, right in the middle. Yes! We did it. Were you holding your breath like me? Okay, so I tied a little kind of knot on my ribbon with the other piece. So, oh dear. Bit of fluff on there. So my son has just drawn up outside in the car, and you can hear the dog can see him through the window, and he's like, oh, oh, oh. Can you hear him? It's my person has come back. Silly puppy. Poor John's walking around in absolutely chucking it down with the rain. Horrible weather. I'll trim that one off. Where's my scissors? There we are. Like that. Like so. And then I'm going to put this one on. But I'm going to use a couple of dimensional foam pads. I know he's a silly soft thing. And now, of course, John knows I'm live. So he's walked past this door. And the dog's like, why haven't you come to see me? Oh, dear. Well, does anyone know what the weather forecast is? Because I need to run to the post office later. And I really don't want to get too wet. I might just wait for it to ease. Let's bring that over. There we are. Congratulations on achieving a whole new level of wonderful. Now, I need to do a little bit more stamping. So I've got this stamp again. And I'm going to show you how to do that thing with the two different colours by using the pens. So I've got my markers. Daffodil Delight and Old Olive. I think that's you. No, that's Pear Pizzazz. What have you done with you, Old Olive? Here you are. Scrap basic white card. I'm going to colour it in. This is not sticking down very well. That's better. Was not very straight. Okay, so we are going to use the thick tip. Rain at 6 tonight. Well, I hope ours goes. Using the thick tip, the brush tip of the pen, these are Stampin' Right markers, not the alcohol blends. I am going to use the side of it and I'm going to colour in my stamp. Actually, I should just clean it because it's probably still... why won't my words work today? It's probably still got yellow on it. What did I do with my stamp cleaner? Here it is. So the leaves get cleaned, that's it. Okay, let's go for it. So using this side, I'm going to colour my sunflower. Like this. Make sure it's all coloured in well. Okay, and then taking the green one with the same end, I'm going to colour in the leaves. You don't have to do this, you could just stamp it in the yellow. But I wanted to show you how it works if you can do this. It's a great little tip, you can use your pens on your stamps. The blends not so much, but the Stampin' Right markers, they're water-based and they colour stamps really well. Okay, here we go, I'm going to huff on it. Right, there we go. Oh, not brilliant, but not too bad. You can definitely still see it's a sunflower. I just didn't apply enough ink, I don't think, on that yellow. Right, let's grab the die. Sorry, sticking my arm right all through the shot. So we're going to use this one. I'll use that spare piece of washi tape to hold it down. Pop it through the die cutting machine. I've got our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Love that thing. I want it right. So I'll put a bit of washi tape there. Oh, well, it's still chucking it down, but it's easing. That makes sense. Got my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine on one of those trolleys I wheel around the room next to me, and on the shelf underneath it, it's got all the dies. Very handy. Oh. Means I can bring it up and put it away whenever I need it, although it does fold up really small. Right, there we go, we have it. I'm going to pop it on here, and I might put some Wink of Stella on that. It's not as yellow, is it? I wonder if my pen is running out. I've had it. Oh, I hate to say how long I've had my Stampin' Right markers. I've had them about 5 years at least. So it may be that it wants a refill. I might try and do that. Right, a bit of Wink of Stella just to jazz it up. There we are. There we go. I'm going to pop those on there with a couple of sticky foam pads. So we've made our own background. It's going to go on here. Oh, that does sparkle really nicely. Like that. And then these lovely little sprigs, I'm going to pop them in behind. So I've got 2 double ones. Like so. Be careful where you put your dimensional foam pads behind here, because it might get in the way of where you want to stick your sprigs, which it has with mine. But that's all right, I can cut them up. Okay, I thought it was thunder. I think it was. That was definitely thunder. Didn't know we were going to get a thunderstorm today. Goodness me. It's all getting a bit mad around here with the weather. Right, so I think we're doing okay. So I'm just cutting off a little bit of the bottom to tuck it in. I think it'll look nice like that. And then I'm going to glue them in. Now I know where they're going to go. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the Tombow glue and put it on a couple of the bottom leaves. I might need to let the kitchen fitter in. I don't want him to sit out in the rain. He's just arrived back. So I might just have to pop and open that front door. It will take me a second. I'm very lucky that I have my craft room looking out, overlooking the front of the house, so I can see. It's not just such a shock then when he comes back. Stick that one down. And then assemble our card. All these things I've got here in the way. Rubbish for the bin. There we go. Right, this is going to go on the front of our card. So that's still not straight. There we are. So it's fun, isn't it? So whilst it's pouring with rain, I hope I'm bringing you a little bit of sunshine with the sunflowers today. Spring and summer has to come at some point, eh? There we go. So very similar, a little bit different. I've left this one a bit longer, it overlaps. So you might want to make it shorter to fit in your envelope, which is fine. I could still go back and do that. Right, and then I'm going to stamp the inside. The stamping is the fun bit. So we are going to stamp Let's Celebrate You. Make sure I've got no yellow left on that one. Is it sunny there now? Honestly, this weather does not know what it's doing. It's thundering here. I do like the early espresso with this sunflower stamp set. It's really dramatic, I think. And then I think, oh yeah, I'm just going to clean this one. What should I do with my stamp cleaner? Honestly, there's only a tiny little space here. How I can lose anything, I have no idea. What have I done with it? This is ridiculous. I don't know. This is silly. Where has it gone? I don't know. Let's give it a clean. How weird. It's those gremlins again. So I don't like using baby wipes on my stamps. In fact, it's not something I would recommend. I hate it. You often find that if you use a baby wipe to wipe your stamps and then you stamp with them, you'll end up with tiny white fibres on your stamps or in your ink pad, which then pick up next time you stamp. So get your chamois. I'll find mine in a minute and use that instead. It's so much better. So the reason I cleaned it was because I'm just going to use the yellow side of it by doing it like that. That's quite cute. Quite like that. And then I'll do a couple more, I think. One here. And then one there. And I don't even have to worry about the leaves if I don't want to. I don't think it matters. I did them yellow on the last card. Right, let's celebrate you. It's still throwing it down with rain. So, guys, what are your favourites in the new catalogue? Do you have a favourite? Please tell me what you like. I like Pansy Patch. I like the Flowers of Friendship. I like the Expressions in Ink is my favourite. Oh, there's so many favourites, honestly. You've been playing with the Sunflowers too. Excellent, Louise. I'm glad. It's a great set, isn't it? I don't tire of it. So this one is not brand new. It has carried over into the new catalogue because it was so very popular. But it's not brand new. It was out this time last year. But it's one I have not got bored with. And it seemed like a great choice when I was planning this month's Coffee and Cards, because I obviously couldn't choose at the new catalogue because nobody could buy it at that point. So I chose this one, which is really good. Let me just get it out. Can't you be quiet?
Sunshine later, apparently.
I hope so. It's thundering just now.
Is it?
Yeah.
No.
So the kitchen fitter says it's going to be sunshine later. What do you think, guys? Oh, I'm glad you like the cards, Helen. Thank you. Don't forget to stamp your envelopes, guys. Definitely stamp your envelopes. I don't even know if I've got any handy to stamp. Where's an envelope? Here's one. So nice to have one come through the post that's got something on it, isn't it? Love it. Love it. So stamp your envelope, or with that sheet of paper that I gave you, you can, well, this piece isn't big enough for this large envelope flap, but you can cover your envelope flaps like that. And I might just do that with that piece like that. And I'll show you. So put your glue on your, oh, thank you, Elaine. That's very kind of you. Put your glue on your envelope. This is not a Stampin' Up envelope. I just grabbed it quick. It's not, they're not great. Stampin' Up envelopes are fabulous. And you'll be able to do this better because the flaps are not so big. So cover it up with a piece of paper that you have. Like that. And just press it down. Like so. In fact, it needs to come down a tad. And then grab your little nice snips. Here, grab your snips. Your Stampin' Up order is coming this week, Carol. It's so exciting from the new catalogue, isn't it? Because it's such lovely things. And just cut around it. And then when you send it off in the post, it matches and it's exciting to get. A very simple little trick that jazzes up your envelope like that. That's nice, isn't it? So you can put your card with it. And it looks so nice. Got to cover your flaps. Are you being rude? Rude. I am not going anywhere with this conversation, Helen. That's terrible. What's going on? You do make me laugh. Right, there we go. So there's the envelope. That's the card. So that's the one I made, and that's the one I made today. And these are the other one. I hope you've enjoyed it. Yeah, and I will be posting it if you hold on, this will be posted onto Facebook, so you can watch it on replay if you like, and then it'll be uploaded onto YouTube. So if you're watching on replay, please let me know you're watching on replay, and if you like the cards. And if you're watching on YouTube, I hope you've enjoyed it. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. You can catch me here live on a Tuesday on my Facebook page every week at the moment at 11 BST. Yeah, if you like any of the products The sunflower stamps and dies and all the cardstock and inks are available in my online shop at inkstampshare.ink. Yeah, so thanks for joining me, and I will be live on YouTube live on Friday, and I will post the link here on Facebook so you can find me, and I really hope that you join me in the transition over there and stick with me. It'll be exactly the same. Thanks for joining me. If you like a catalogue, do let me know. I'm just sending more out as I go. So thanks for joining me, guys. Have a great week. Take care. Thanks, Catherine. Thanks, Linda. Thanks, everybody. Bye.